Hello, everybody. I'm addressing this message to couples who are planning to celebrate the sacrament of matrimony this year in one of our churches in the Archdiocese of Edmonton, but who have decided to postpone the liturgical celebration because of the COVID-19 pandemic. I'm sure this is a disappointment for you. After all, you've been planning for this for quite some time, and you've been looking forward to becoming husband and wife in the Lord. What I'd like to suggest to you is that even in the midst of the disappointment, you look for the gift. What I mean is this. In faith, we recognize that God, because He loves us beyond measure, turns everything to our good if we give it over to Him. So how is God acting in your life right now to turn this delay into a gift? Give this over to the Lord and ask Him to help you see how He's transforming this disappointing predicament into a real benefit for you. Usually we don't come to know until after the fact how God has been working for our good. Nevertheless, there's one gift I believe we can all see the Lord giving to you whose wedding has been postponed. And that's the gift of time. The period leading up to a wedding can be extraordinarily busy as all the final details are worked out. This doesn't leave a lot of time to focus on things other than immediate preparations. I always find that to be unfortunate because there are many things to consider in the immediate lead up to a wedding that are far greater importance than napkins and tablecloths, for example, but which get far less attention than these small matters do. Here's my suggestion. Take advantage of this gift of time to ponder the important questions that have been raised for you in the marriage preparation courses you've taken. Go back over the material, recall the conversations, and give special focus to areas of your lives that you came to realize need special attention. This is where the gift of time becomes especially precious. It's an occasion to deepen your self-knowledge and your appreciation for one another before you enter the state of holy matrimony. Let me recall here what we've shared with you in the courses as worthy of close attention. Think about these and find time to talk about them between yourselves. The first part of the course, you'll remember, deals with human formation. This is critical. In marriage, a man and woman give themselves to one another as total gift. This presupposes that I know myself, that I have a good grasp of my strengths, weaknesses, hopes, desires, fears, and so on. Self-knowledge is not easy, so we sought to help you in this regard by guiding your reflection on such questions as your family of origin, the way you communicate, your self-perception and the way you perceive others, how you deal with conflict, your financial situation and your attitude toward finances, your understanding of marriage and your expectations of it. These are questions not easily passed over. They require careful and deliberate thought and honest self-examination. Take the time to review what you've come to know about yourself, what you still need to learn, and share this openly and trustingly with your fiancé so that you grow in mutual knowledge and shared appreciation for one another. The second part of the course helped you understand what the Church teaches about marriage as a sacrament. I really encourage you to review this. The simple reason we share this with you is because you obviously want to know what you're saying yes to when you come to the Church. You give your yes to one another, of course, but your yes also embraces your marriage as a call from Jesus to be united in Him and to live out your marriage in the communion of the Church. God, after all, is the author of marriage. The call to marriage is written into the very constitution of the human being, created male and female. Your acceptance of one another as husband and wife is therefore your acceptance of God's plan for you as spouses. That's truly wondrous. It's of great beauty. So, review what you've learned about the Church's teaching on marriage and what must be considered carefully so that you can live it out fully and joyfully. You were taught that husband and wife, together with their children, form what we call the domestic church. So please talk about faith with one another. What still needs to be thought through in that regard? How will you live out your faith as a couple? Do you pray together as a couple? If you haven't begun to do that yet, well, now with the gift of time you've been given, would be a good moment to start. Remember too that the course has given you some keys to think about sex and intimacy, how these are inextricably related to the love of spouses and the raising of children, and the place of natural family planning as you chart your life together in communion with God. Stewardship was another important topic that was broached. How will you together approach the question of finances and the prudent use generally of resources? You were also introduced to a number of married couples who spoke to you or accompanied you in the course. These can be very important, helpful mentors. Are you staying in touch with them, asking them questions, seeking their counsel throughout this gift of time that God's giving you? These are my suggestions. There are many aspects to the topics that I've recalled, but which I've not mentioned here. Please take good advantage of this gift of time and pray that God will continue to work in your hearts to prepare you well for that moment when you become married in Him, a husband and wife in the Lord. Please know that I share your excitement and that I'm praying for you, of course. Many others are too. Please stay well, and God bless.